Good morning, distance learners. I hope that you're having a wonderful day today. We are going to continue learning about India today and finish our chart from yesterday and also take our Egypt test. If you haven't taken your Egypt test yet, I would suggest to pause the video and please take the test. You must have an adult present to take the test. Yesterday, I showed my classes where ancient India was located. So today, I want to show you as well. Mesopotamia is located here, right between the Tigris and Euphrates River. And this is the first civilization we learned about because Noah's Ark landed in Turkey. And his descendants spread all across the earth. Mizraim, his grandson, started the land of Egypt down here on the Nile River Valley. The Israelites live here next to the Mediterranean Sea in Israel. And then his descendants also moved east and they landed in the Indus River Valley. Most civilizations start in a river valley, we've already learned, because river valleys are a wonderful place to grow crops and they have many resources that people need to start a civilization. So the Indus River Valley, when we say Indus Valley, we are referring to ancient India because this purple area will grow and eventually take over all of this area of land that we call India today. Yesterday you were supposed to fill in this chart. You were supposed to fill in the first two columns for each of the clues. You were supposed to write 3 observations that you see in each picture and a prediction about what this picture could tell us about people in ancient India. What could this picture of modern India reveal to us about people thousands of years ago? Today you're going to be filling in the significance column, basically like taking notes. You'll be writing in all of the things that I tell you on the slide. So let's begin. Clue number 1 was the Ganges River. And if you didn't put that in your prediction, it's not wrong. I'm just looking to see that you made a prediction. But for the significance column, I want you to type in the Ganges River and all of the things that are on this slide here. The Ganges River has practical uses, such as irrigation and trade, but it's also sacred in Hinduism, which is a religion we'll learn about in this unit that's commonly practiced in India. Clue number 2 was depicting a flood, and the floods come from a storm called a monsoon. Monsoons are wind patterns that bring heavy rains during the summer, which leads to flooding. And this type of flooding is going to be a major problem for the ancient people, just like it is a problem today. This is a picture of the Himalayan mountains. And the Himalayas are a natural barrier that separates India from other parts of Asia and affects the climate. Remember, natural barriers like mountain ranges can protect civilizations from their enemies. Also, mountain ranges can affect the climate by adding colder weather and snow because it's a higher elevation, as well as more water from flooding and springs of fresh water from the mountain. In this image, you may have had fun trying to guess what kind of animal this is. We did in our classroom. This is actually a rhinoceros, and this tablet is a seal with a rhinoceros on it from the Indus Valley. Not much is known about the seals, and seals are referring to a stamp, but they were used to stamp goods to send them all over the world, and they could be religious. Clue number 5 was Mohenjo-Daro, which was one of the most populous sites of the Indus Valley and one of the most advanced cities at that time. We will learn a lot about Mohenjo-Daro and why it looks the way it does and what this interesting building is in the middle of the picture. Clue number 6 was a priest king. This is a statue that actually was found in Mohenjo-Daro. Very little is known about the priest king, but some historians believe that this statue gives us clues about how people may have looked and dressed in ancient India. Clue number 7 was a toilet. I know, kind of absurd, huh? Toilets and plumbing were first invented in ancient India. And this was one that was located in Mohenjo-Daro. And then finally, clue number 8 is the Buddha Park. And Buddhism is another religion we'll learn about when we study India, because Buddhism began in ancient India and is still one of the world's major religions today. Please be sure to take your test today and let me know if you have any questions about today's assignments. Have a wonderful weekend.